I used to think that sadness meant something was wrong. Like I had to excavate for it, find the root cause, dig it up, look at it, and learn it so that I could avoid it in the future and then course correct and move forward without that feeling. Like warning light, like something's off. And I think that with some time, I have learned that sadness means that you're paying attention. And sadness means that life is landing, especially since putting out the hidden purpose of sadness a few days ago and talking to some folks about it. I'm learning that so many of us see sadness as clarity and really have a cool relationship with it. I think with age, the relationship with sadness changes because you learn that it holds so much clarity and realness and wisdom. I think that sadness means that shit's getting real. And that's where I'm at in my life right now. I'm no longer distracting or numbing or half assing my creative work. We signed a management contract in the music side of my life. Like shit's just getting real, going through a breakup. And I'm just learning that the more I befriend this sadness, the more that I really look at it and tune into it and pay attention to what it's trying to tell me, the more that I see the wisdom and the purpose in it. There's a strange consistency to sadness when you see that it's here for a season to show you something. And there's power in this phase. I have never been more self reliant, never been more honest, never been more clear. And sure, I think that the adage is true. The clearer things get, the darker they become, but also the whole aperture opens up. So yes, they get darker, but they get brighter. So your whole ability to experience life, it opens up. And I think that when we fight sadness, when we fight all that dark, negative, disruptive shit, guess what happens? We also are fighting off the good stuff. And ultimately, this is I think this is what it feels like to grow up without going numb, without going dead. And that's a really cool feeling. As I'm getting older, I'm getting more sensitive, but also stronger. And the more I continue to lean into the paradox of, hey, there is purpose in sadness, there is clarity and guidance in doubt. There is forward movement in overthinking. The more that I embrace all these wild paradoxes, the more I know exactly what to say on this channel, and the more that I can change out loud on this channel, the more that I am in tune with what I need for the next album with my music, the more I know that I don't need a person in my life. The more that I just radiate a calm assurance and an integration with all these dark, bubbling, scary things, the less I will walk out into the world with need, the less my eyes will bleed out this like sexual starvation and this brokenness and this vendetta against how the world is. It's just no, it's just those things are such a distraction and they're such a costume that so many of us have decided to glue onto our skin, but it's not the truth. Knowing that in order to see clearly, you have to know that it's going to hurt. Turning up the sadness knob and the clarity knob. It's another paradox. It's not tragic. It's just real and it's just clear. And right now, I wouldn't change that clarity for anything. I wouldn't change any of that to have a false sense of comfort and to be pacifying myself in a situation that I didn't know was where I needed to be and with the person and with the job and with the money that I knew I was capable of. And so, if you're in a similar position or if you feel like you are turning away from something you need to be looking at, I want to encourage you to tune into the sadness, tune into those things that feel off, tune into the dissonance, because it's just information, it's just data, it's just trying to tell you where you are off course. And it's not some big, scary precipice you have to jump off of. Chances are it's just something that you need to sit with for a little bit longer. It's small shifts, and they accumulate and they compound. And so that's where I'm at right now. That's it for this one. I'll see you next week. I think we have the addiction to potential coming up on Sunday. So I believe in you, my friend, and I'll see you soon.